Claude Desktop silently installs Browser Bridge across every Chromium browser on your machine. The privacy researcher discovered that installing Claude Desktop on macOS silently writes configuration files into every Chromium-based browser on the machine. This is, lots of them. Pre-authorising a browser extension bridge that the user never asked for and may never install. So the bridge doesn't do anything on its own. It's dormant until a paired browser extension activates it. But once triggered, the capabilities include full access to any site the user's logged into, reading page content, filling forms, and recording sessions. The machine effectively pre-staging the hook for any future browser install. So, yeah, and every time you launch Claude Desktop, these files are rewritten. So if you manually delete them, it's pointless unless you remove Claude Desktop completely. The article argues that this is textbook dark pattern, like force bundling across trust boundaries with no user visibility, no consent, and no easy way to remove it. But browsers affected include Chrome, Brave, Edge, Arc, Vivaldi, Opera, and Chromium. Everybody switch to Safari and Firefox right now. That's the only answer. Yeah, and ironically, I used Claude to help me prep some notes for this story because I was interested in what it would say. And hang on, I've got it here. It was quite funny. Spicy one, this. Full transparency. This is about Anthropic, who make me. So Claude thinks it's spicy. Yeah. This is, again, I was almost scared to post this at work in case they're like, everybody remove the Claude Desktop browser, because that's going to be the initial reaction. Lots of businesses are jumping onto Claude. Claude, I think, has just overtaken an open AI in, I don't know whether it was value or something, but there's a real swing towards people switching from OpenAI to Anthropic. I've made that switch, and I find Claude so much better. So it's quite, this is quite scary. The fact that they reckon it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, it's kind of like there's a lot of things going on with AI stuff, and sort of kind of not similar as such, but how TikTok recently added I think they've retracted it now, but the whole AI remixing of your content. I think like LinkedIn did something a while ago. We spoke about using like AI your content to train AI and stuff, and it's just like this being silently installed, even if it doesn't do anything yet, it potentially could, right? And maybe criminals could get access to it and do something bad with it in the future, and it's just a bit concerning in that way.
It really is. I mean, you can't audit. I mean, in an ideal world, you'd be able to audit and check every single permission of every single application that you install on your device, but you really, really can't. And as we found, like these tools now, and I'm not blaming this researcher at all, but now it's public that this information's out there. You can almost assume that there's going to be people trying to take advantage of that. There's going to be people trying to poke at it and see if they can weaponize it in some way. It's almost nicer when this stuff isn't known, because then it's not so much of a target. But like by announcing it, that privacy guy has done the world a favor, because now Claude have got to be accountable, and now we can make a decision from a position of knowledge rather than just, trusting Anthropic. I love saying the word Anthropic. It's a really nice word to say. It's a right mouthful, Anthropic.
Yes, we spoke about Anthropic's Mythos, didn't we? And I don't know if you're talking about it this week, but I saw there was a news story about how there was like the reported breach into the third parties' unauthorized access to the platform. And yes, like you said, like they've announced that this tool can do all this amazing stuff and find all these exploits for businesses in a positive way, and obviously the criminals have gone after it.
You see, that's another example, though, isn't it? Because again, Anthropic were like, we've got this amazing security tool that finds all of these vulnerabilities, but it's so good we can't share it with you. So we're only going to share it with these companies. All of the attackers gone is, right, let's go and try and attack those companies then. Much in the way that we spoke about earlier with Vercel, you know, it'll be like, right, let's go through a third party to get into that company. If we can't get access, we'll get access to the people who have access. It's you're just kicking the can down the road and you're making it someone else's problem almost.
Yeah, makes you wonder, like, some company has access to Mythos, right? And then that gets used by a criminal to breach, like find an exploit in another company who's then responsible for that and stuff. It's quite a worrying thing.
I wonder if there is...
I'm sure it won't be long either before we hear a story of that as well.
I wonder if there is some thing here, like essentially Claude Desktop has rewritten some of the code in Chrome. It rewrites files on every launch. And I'm wondering whether there's some protective boundaries, whether there needs to be some siloing of stuff like this app is trying to perform this action with this app. Do you approve or do you deny? I get it on my work device, which is a Mac. I get like Microsoft Updater wants to access these folders and these files because Mac permissioning on like it's quite nice, but clearly not with Chrome. And I don't know whether that would be an OS problem or a Chrome issue, or whether or not this is just normal. And we're talking about Anthropic because it's the big one, but actually there's hundreds of apps that do this. I don't know. It's the key thing to remember, which this all boils back down to, is that if a product is free or extremely low cost, you are the product. So with there is a free version of Claude. If you're using that, you're selling your soul to Claude and you are the product. So they will use you how they deem fit. If you want to use it, you have to work in accordance to their terms and conditions. And in their terms and conditions, it states, this is there in the T's and C's that it's going to do this. So it's not hidden. If anyone actually read the T's and C's, which
that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.